Hey, so welcome back. If this is your first time being here, my name's OJ. I'm the Big Juice Daddy. And today we are going to do some special recordings with some different mics. And I'm going to show you how they work. Right now I'm in my garage. Bikes are sitting behind me. And we're going to hook them up with some mics. Hey everyone, so welcome back. This week we're going to talk about mics. I have been fighting mics for setting up a second helmet to do the honor rides, and I thought I had the perfect setup with a little Apple microphone. But my Apple microphone decided to break on me. This is a yellow one. It was a junk one, but I'm going to show you some recordings from that microphone before it actually broke. I didn't feel like soldering it, so I grabbed a bunch of other mics that I have. This is the pop voice mic that I use in the honor ride with Brian Cermino, and I've also used it to get the exhaust off on my bikes. I have on my Harley standard factory exhaust, and also on my Honda I have standard factory exhaust. I took off my saddlebags and I've hooked mics up to pull the exhaust sound, because whenever I record I can't get exhaust sound on my recordings. So I've gone to another way of doing that, and I've used this pop voice mic a few times, but I get a lot of popping and cracking.
Start your bike collection when you got little kids.
So we're gonna try an Apple mic today. This one has some problems. I don't know how good the recordings are gonna be. I have a generic, this is generic number 2, black generic number 2. Then what's on the bike is black generic number 1, and this is our shorty mic that I use in my helmet currently to record my communications that I use when I dual vlog with like my son. So we're going to bring you along for those testings and show you the results of that. So we're going to make multiple recordings, some with the mic muffs on and some with the mic muffs off on the exhaust, and then I'm going to throw a couple of them into my we're going to throw this generic number 2 black and this short one in a helmet and show you how those sound. It's a helmet that is a modular helmet, and it's a cheaper helmet, and so it has a lot of wind noise. So we're going to test that, let you see how it is. So I know now that I'm recording. I did this test earlier with my Rode VideoMic and did not have the record actually recording. It was on pause record. So when I start my Tascam, it does a little pause thing first. Lets you get everything set and then it does record. So go up this way. So I turn there. And then we're going to see how this does for sound when we're going up to highway speeds. And then we'll slow down to driving in town speeds and see how well it does for that. Do a little test. And we'll see if this is kosher enough until I get my Apple mic to do the test with them to see how well they handle all this. So the Apple mics that I'm getting are the cheaper Apple mics. Kind of like that yellow mic that I had. Not sure what is wrong with the other Apple mic that we tried, the white Apple mic that we tried using. It was all jacked up. Couldn't get it to record to my Tascam, so that tells me something's going on. If I can't bring it into my Tascam, then so, since the other day when I did my slow ride, my Harley started acting a little weird. It wouldn't let the clutch out till the very end, and then as I was speeding up and would get probably, I would say 70%, maybe 50% into a rev up, into a gear, and it was doing it with every gear. It would kind of just rev up another 10 miles an hour like the clutch was slipping before it would kind of catch. So if I went hard on it like this, it would rev up without speeding up, and if I went up really smooth through the gears, it seemed to work okay. So if anybody knows, if you want to put in the comments what that is, I'm thinking it's a clutch slipping, but I don't have any way of knowing for sure on the Sportster. So I am down to riding the Honda for probably the rest of this season until I get time to be able to dig into that. Put new tires on it, and I may not be able to use those tires for the rest of the riding season, which is a little bit of a bummer. So this is test with a small extension mic, which would be nice if I could use this and then put a GoPro mic in here for picking up the, not a GoPro mic, an Apple mic in my helmet, so I can pick up the audio from the, it's not a Senna, my version of a Senna, my Lincoln, I think it is, from my communication device. So that's that. We'll try it, see what we come up with, see how it looks. Hey, so now I have tested multiple mics, multiple configurations, and still no good Apple mic test. I don't know if you can't really see, but there is a messed up cable on this one, and when I plug it into my Tascam, I don't get any readings on it. It won't record, so I think that's part of the problem of why that recording wasn't very good at all when we did the exhaust test. So I wasn't even able to put it in to the helmet. So we tested 2 different mics in the helmet. And the last mic we tested in the helmet is a little one like this. I use one like this in my regular helmet that I use all the time. And this goes to the audio that comes off of my communication device. I use a Lexan B4 FM. Seemed to work. I was able to sync with a Sena. So I use that mic on my regular one, and then the last test was with this mic. So thanks for coming along on this little test with you. We will do part 2 of this when I get all of those Apple earphones, because the way the yellow one worked, it worked so great. I was all ready to go in. So we'll test those when they come in this coming week, since my yellow one broke. And then hopefully from there we'll give you the best setup for your motovlogging helmet. So, till next time, keep the sunny side up, rubber side down, and have an utterly awesome day. No vroom vroom. Later.